Okay, then Helldivers, loads to go through today as we've got a major order update as well as a new stratagem that's been obtained. We've got loads to talk about with regards to the new patch notes, which are due to come out tomorrow, but we've got a new addition to it with the 500k today, as well as a bit of a clarification with regards to the railgun. I think it was a little bit confusing with the numbers, and Twinbeard has rectified the confusion, and people aren't bloody happy, as well as some panels that we wanted some use from, and apparently there's actually some plans for it now. So we're going to dive on into everything we've got going today. If you haven't already, make sure you smash in that beautiful thumbs up and subscribe with post notification turned on. It'd be gratefully appreciated. And check out our sponsor, GamerSupps, the company that offers a variety of gaming energy drinks, snacks, teas, and other gaming accessories. Their goal is to provide esports athletes and gamers with a healthy and effective option to enhance their performance, and you guys can get so much from them with a load of varieties going on. The link is down in the description. If you go over, check it out, use code CloudPlays at checkout, and it'll get you a cheeky discount. Trust me, it's definitely a no-brainer. With that being said, let's see what's going on inside of Helldivers 2. So, starting off, we failed the major order and the terminal population levels have been reduced, but by lower than the targeted amount required to fully bring their population under control. So that one absolutely failed, and we're waiting for a new major order update to come into toll probably tomorrow morning at this point. But what we did do is we did take out Tash and Mastia, and we fully liberated those planets, which means this tweet now has been sent out. Arsenal expansion with the successful liberation of Mastia and Tash from the grasp of the socialist automatons, the orbital napalm barrage has been made available for immediate requisition. Drown their red eyes in the redder flames of liberty. So you guys can actually go over now and obtain the brand new stratagem for the orbital napalm barrage. It's amazing. Not only that, but I feel like it's a bit of a success. What we've actually done is had a bug major order and managed to complete the bot side quest, which I don't think ever really happens. So you bot divers, you freaking killed it. Massive well done to you. Let's get back over to the bugs and cause some damage with these big flame things. I can't wait to see what these can do after the patch updates. But talking of patch updates, tomorrow's the big day. It's the 17th. We're expecting a brand new big mega patch that's going to change so bloody much and hopefully turn the game round for the better. But what is it that we can expect from the 500k bomb explosion? Well, the explosion radius is now increased to match visuals better. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Essentially what this means was beforehand the 500 kg would hit the floor, a big explosion would go everywhere, but the damage would be the same as a precision orbital, and it was pretty freaking pointless if my personal opinion. But now it actually matches the visuals better, so whatever is there as far as an explosion is actually getting damaged, therefore you should get more kills from it. But now don't listen to me ramble on about it. Here is Johan and Nicholas talking about it for themselves. We'll listen to this.
The 500 kilo bomb radius.
It's back, baby. No, wait. It never was here. It is now what it's supposed to be.
The 500 kilo bomb radius is as the visual explosion says that it should be. So it'll blow up a lot of enemies.
Big booms should boom big.
Okay.
Now, yes, that is absolutely amazing and has definitely tickled the fancy of quite a lot of Helldivers around the globe. And hopefully this will all do a collective amount to actually bump up the numbers where we need them to be. Fingers crossed it keeps on going and we can make this game turn around and stop with the absolute Sony shit show that this thing has been. Sorry, my French. It's the only swear word you've heard from me in about the last 2 months. So it's at least on this channel anyway. Second channel content completely unfiltered. Make sure you go and check it out. Anywho, let's take a look at what else is happening as Twinbeard has given some clarification with regards to the railgun. Essentially, people wanted some clarification and whether the intent of the railgun is for the damage to be at 600, 225 durable damage on safe, and upscaling up for a 1500 damage and 562 damage in unsafe. Now, this is a weird one because actually we got some clarification and people were not happy with it. Twinbeard stated right here, okay, I got a reply. It's the first option, the many damage one. To quote my distinguished colleague, in other words, unless some has had too little coffee this morning, the intent for the railgun after the patch tomorrow should be 600 damage with 225 durable damage on safe, scaling up to 1500 damage and 562 durable damage on max unsafe. which was not what people apparently wanted to hear. It's stated right here in a response, and we're glad you clarified it, even though it's not the answer we wanted to hear. And Twinbeard responded with, even so, also do consider other things we haven't mentioned yet could affect this. Off the top of my head, there's armor, durability, HP, both on you and the enemies, how much damage enemies do, etc. Yes, Railgun seems to be hitting pretty damn hard post-patch, but again, other things could mitigate or even that out, and I would love to see exactly how that one pans out, but we do know there are obviously going to be changes to things such as the armor, durability, and HP, so that'll be an interesting factor to say the least, as it's the second time we've heard about the HP effect now. So this next one right here was about the durable damage output for it. So a lot of you guys have been asking, what exactly does durable damage mean? Is it how strong it is against armored targets? And he responded with, I would assume so, yes. Of course, other things could affect this as well that we haven't talked about yet, but in terms of hitting, it seems to be hitting hard. And that seems to be an absolutely amazing feature. I'm actually really glad that is how they've got this going with the railgun. It definitely means like there's going to be some more viable options in the game, to say the least, and hopefully we start to see a bit more coming through the woodworks as far as builds inside of this game. It's definitely needed, or at least in my personal opinion, it's definitely needed. Now, a lot of you guys were wondering what is going on with the game-breaking bugs and the issues that are happening in game right now. They're stating that obviously the buffs are all great to see and it's amazing that that's happening, but what about the bugs? Well, Twinbeard responded to that one as well. He states, hi, as far as I know, there aren't that many frequent game-breaking bugs left, but of course the experience between players will differ some. What ones are the most frequent or frustrating ones for you? We recently, for the so-called 60-day plan, went through the known issues and bug list and made an updates priority list of them, so they are being worked on and ticked off the list as we speak. Even if not all of them will be fixed right away, of course. Also, sorry if you're having issues. I know that frustrating that can be. So it is nice that they're still working on that, as well as so much more inside of the game with regards to the build-ups. Seems like they've probably got a little bit more organization inside of the company. That, or at least that's how that's sort of feeling like, sounding. They've had the pressure put on big time, and they've had to really organize themselves out a little bit more. It seems like that everybody is just cracking out in different sectors, and everything seems to be working well, because not only that, but there is some movements for this right here. Somebody put, what is this panel for? And we've all been wondering this now for months and months on end. And the Arrowhead support actually responded to this, saying, we have some plans for it, with a winking face and a shush emoji. So it'd be quite interesting to see exactly what it is that they do with that. I don't know what they could actually be doing with it, but there is 4 panels, there's 4 of us, so I'd love to see something come through. What do you guys think that these screens are going to be used for? Let me know via the comment section below, but it could be an interesting forefront, to say the least. I can't actually imagine what they would use this for, though. There's been so many different concepts of people saying like mini games to do on the ship, and I can't imagine that being the case. I'd like to think that there was definitely some more things that you could use on there. Maybe that could be the new customization screen that we're starting to see with the main edits of armor and colors and stuff like that. You change your armor and then you go over to the other panel and change all the colors and edit all of the sprays on it. I don't know. We'll have to see exactly how it pans out, but let me know your guys' opinions in the comment section. And finally, up the video with your guys' comments. You guys really attacked your keyboards this time, and we had quite a lot come through. So thank you so much for your support on the Helldivers videos of late. But this first one states right here, I still want raids unlocked at 99% planet clear, massive underground automaton research facilities, bug hives, complex, where you can fight through corridors, tunnels, taking out mini bosses and sub objectives, calling down supports and resupplies in special drop pods that will drill down to the bottom and take longer than normal to burrow to your position. Final boss objectives is an automaton supercomputer Terminid Queen. Raid completion clears the planet. Now, I don't really know what it is they're kind of expecting from that, because what that sounds like is a whole different game, and what that also sounds like is probably years more of work. So they're not going to be receiving that anytime soon. The concept idea is very, very cool, although I think being underground in that regard might get boring quite quickly, but I'm not too sure. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section, but I think that that is a really, really good idea. I just think that actually to receive that from the company that we're looking at right now with Arrowhead, I think that we're not going to be receiving anything like that for at least the next year or two, but that's just my personal plan anyway. This next one right here was a bit of a slate on it, which I don't really understand how we're still getting slates on Arrowhead when they're trying to rectify their decisions, but says, what more evidence do you need? Nerfs equals player base drops to below 10k. Buffs equals skyrockets back up to 40k. And then buffs aren't even out yet. Let this be a hard lesson learned, Arrowhead. And I think that oddly, as horrible as it sounds, they're kind of right. The nerfs did drop it down. The buffs have brought it all back up. We've got players left, right, and center right now. And as it stands, whilst we're actually in the game right now and recording, there is a fair amount of players in the community playing, with around 35,000 people playing right now. So it's quite a big one, and I'm kind of glad to see the community coming back around to this. Now, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. But if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. And I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. We're going to be live on Twitch with the game, so make sure you guys are available. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you all. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.